Hey guys, this is Jessica Gutierrez with Clean With Me podcast. This is a podcast where I walk you through cleaning your house step by step. So let's clean together. Hey everybody, happy Sunday. So today's my husband's birthday, so I'm just going to do a quick 15-minute episode. And happy birthday to my husband, Joey. It's also a special birthday for 6, I believe there's 6 so far, puppies. As you guys, if you're avid listeners, you know that I breed puppies with my mom, and they gave birth this morning, so that was fun. We got to watch it over FaceTime because she's in Hobbs. But I'm just going to do today, instead of our usual cleaning walkthrough, we're going to do just a quick car clean and or hotspot clean. So my car is a disaster today, so I'm going to talk about that. But you can apply this to any area of your house. If you have a drawer that's really cluttered, or say your cabinets in your kitchen are messed up, or maybe it's your closet and your clothes, whatever your hotspot in your house is, or if you want to clean along in your car with me, then you're welcome to do that. But let's get right to it. Do whatever motivates you, whether that's getting ready for the day, getting the kids occupied, putting on my podcast. If that's the thing that gets you motivated, then you're already there. And if you hear some crybabies in the background, it's because they are with me in the car. Okay, so first things first, the first thing you want to do is you want to get, if you're doing the car or any area of your house, when you're decluttering, you want to separate things into trash or donating or giving away, basically things that you're not keeping, and a keeping pile. If you are doing your car, then you're just going to have a trash and a going inside pile, because my kids always bring a bunch of stuff in the car. But if you are doing a hotspot in your house, then you're going to want to have also maybe a donating or a maybe pile. If you're a person that has trouble letting go of things, then maybe have a box of a maybe section, and then go back to the maybes and later on, and then you can make your decision then, that if it's hard for you to let go of things. So first, we're going to do that. We're going to separate things into piles. I recently went on a mini road trip to get my kids, and I haven't fully cleaned out my car at all since the road trip. So there's still a lot of stuff in my car. And I've mentioned this before, and I did not follow my own rule, is always when you go on a trip or something like that, make sure you get everything inside of the house so it's there and in your face and you have to put it away. I did not do that. I left a lot of the stuff in the car. There's still a couple bags of clothes and stuff in my trunk. So bad Jessica. Don't do that, because then it just sits there and it's still there. So, but anyway, get your piles ready, get your, your stuff. And I like to have, when I'm cleaning my car, I like to have my hand vacuum, or you can go to your local car wash. And after you do this part, so get everything that you're keeping first, or bringing into your house if you're doing your car, and put it in a trash bag if there's a lot of stuff. Or just like a little Walmart bag if it's not that much stuff, a couple toys or whatever, and just bring it inside, and we'll get back to that later. But once you've done that, you can either throw away your trash at the house if you have a hand vacuum, or you can do that when you get to the car wash. So we can drive to the car wash now, or just use your hand vacuum, and then once you've done that, all you have to do is throw away all of your trash. So just gather up every piece of trash in your car and throw that away. And at the end of the episode, I will remind you to go back to your keeping pile and put everything where it goes. We don't want it to just sit there in a bag. I'm guilty of that. I've done that before, but make sure it's like in your living area, in a place in the open, so you have to put it away as soon as you get back from vacuuming out your car. Again, if you are choosing to do just a hotspot with me today, same thing. Just ignore the car parts, but, just be separating your stuff with keeping and non-keeping. When you're organizing a hotspot, it's pretty much just like sorting your stuff out, and you're doing a purging of things that you don't need. Because if you have a cluttery spot or a cluttery closet or a cluttery car, usually it's because you need to get rid of some stuff, and you have a lot of stuff that's there that does not need to be there. So while you guys are sorting your stuff before the vacuum part, I'm just going to talk a little bit about just a little update. Like I said, we had puppies today. We were super excited. They were mostly boys. I think so far there was only one girl. There were 6 of them, so it was super fun. The kids were super excited. They were like, take me to Nana's right now. They were supposed to be at my mom's house still. If you listened to the last podcast, in case you aren't familiar or this is your first time listening, I had sent my 3-year-old and my 1-year-old to Hobbs, New Mexico. I live in Texas, to stay with my parents because I had a job interview and I was supposed to get a job and I didn't. I still have a couple interviews in the making. Hopefully I'll get one. But anyway, I'm waiting to hear back from a couple jobs, so we'll see where that goes. But I did find a good babysitter, so that's a plus. And while I was doing all that my mom has been dying to get a hold of my kids for a long time, so they ended up taking them to New Mexico. And I was FaceTiming with my 3-year-old, and she started crying, so of course I had to go pick her up the next day, and I didn't get the job anyway, so I rushed and picked her up. They met me halfway, but they were supposed to be there during the birth of the puppies, so when Juliana saw that the puppies were being born, she was bummed out about that, and she was like, Nana, come pick me up right now, because she wanted to go over there. Because they were, hyping her up about it and saying that she was going to get to see the puppies. So we're going to have to make a trip out there probably to see the puppies soon before they're all counted for. We have 6 weeks to do that, so that'll be fun. And hopefully, if I do get to do that, then anytime I'm at my mom's, I try to do a collaboration podcast with her because we bounce off of each other really well, and I think that the only guest that would work on the show is my mom, just because she knows the flow of the show better than anyone else because she created it. So if I do end up going there, then you guys will have another Ronnie and Jessica episode. But okay, so you should be done sorting by now, your stuff. So we should be gathering trash now, and I also like to have a Clorox wipes. I like to keep those in my car too, and I also like to charge my hand vacuum if I'm going on a trip and then take it with me. That's kind of weird. That's just something weird that I do because my kids are constantly making crumbs. Like, I have my hand vacuum in my car right now. But anyway, just, or you can keep a little trash bag in your car if you have a lot of kids, or even if you don't, if you just are a person like me that has trouble keeping their car clean, maybe just keep a little trash bag in your car, and then take it out whenever you get home and take it to your regular trash. And, but anyway, before I start cleaning my car, I like to take those little Clorox wipes with me to the car wash. So I sort my stuff first, then I throw away all the trash. Same thing if you're doing a hotspot, throw away all your trash, or things that you're giving away, and put those in a bag. And, if you're doing the car, we're gonna start wiping stuff down and vacuuming after we're done throwing away trash. If you're doing organizing an area in your home, then you're going to be sorting stuff and organizing and putting stuff away where it goes and deciding what to keep and what not to keep the entire episode. So whatever you're doing, just be working on that. But I'm going to focus on the car. So now that you probably are done throwing away all the trash in your car, you are either at a car wash. If you need to drive to a car wash, obviously pause me, drive to a car wash for the vacuum, or if you have a vacuum at home, great. And then vacuum up all of the crumbs and everything. You can take your mats out and, wave the dust and stuff off of them and then vacuum. Make sure you do a very thorough vacuuming of your car. And then if you have I have seat covers. So I recently took all my seat covers off and washed them. So I need to put those back on my car. If you don't have seat covers, then you might need to just spot clean your car. If you do have seat covers, you can take them off and put them where you're in your laundry area to wash them. But I like to have that handy dandy, carpet cleaning thing with the attachment, that head that you can scrub with. I use that for my couch, and I also use it for the upholstery of my car. And there's different upholstery cleaners. It depends on, what the interior of your car is, but mine is cloth. So there's a spot or two. I use that little deal, and because kids spill things. So I had a couple spots in my car from where it soaked through the covers. So I used that on the seats, and I just spot clean it. And then I use my Clorox wipes to wipe the upholstery. You can use special car wipes if you have them, or, upholstery spray if you have that. I personally don't. Right now I just have my Clorox wipes because I always stock heavy on the Clorox wipes. I always have those on hand. So I have those in my car right now. So I just wiped everything down. I tried to get in all the nooks and crannies and everything. There was some candy that was pasted to my window. Goo Gone's good for that, or just a scraper. It's always wonderful when your kids put a sticker on your window, or a melty piece of candy or a crayon or something like that. So I've had stickers before, a sticker problem, and where they stuck a sticker on my window, and I've also had a issue with candy. But you can either get like a Goo Gone spray, or just like one of those little scrapers like that you would use for spackle or something, and try to scrape it off, or even like a little razor blade you can use to scrape it off. Just be careful. And obviously, if you don't have kids, just ignore that. You probably don't have that issue, but you never know. If you give a kid a piece of candy on a road trip, you never know what they're going to do with it, especially when they're one. So anyway, once you're done with that, once you're done vacuuming and wiping everything down and spot cleaning, and sometimes they have like mat cleaners at the car wash, you could do that. And then you could just, clean the outside of your car manually if you're at a manual, self-cleaning car wash, or you can go run through the car wash, and then you have a brand new car. And if you have car seats, if you're like me and you're in the same phase of life and you have kids with car seats, you can take your car seat covers out and wash those if you don't have anything to do. If you're busy, obviously you could just spot clean and wipe down inside their car seats and their drink holders and stuff like that. I just did a little spot clean because I've got stuff to do today, so I didn't want to have their car seats not able to be used for a while, because you have to do the car seat clean on a day where you're obviously not going to be doing anything the whole day, because it takes a while for it to wash and dry and then put them back together. It's a pain in the butt to put them back together, I know. So anyway, I know this was a little short episode today, but I just want to thank you guys so much for listening. I hope that I helped you. I hope you got your car clean today, and I know I needed this, so hopefully some of you guys needed that. If you do not follow me on social media, it's at Clean With Me Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. And if you would like to financially support the podcast, I do full-length episodes on Wednesday. They're hour-long cleaning walkthroughs of your house. I'm pretty consistent on doing that every Wednesday. It's always the same. And then Sundays I shake it up a little bit, and I either do a 20-minute speed clean or an organizing episode. So today was a little bit out of the norm, but I hope that you enjoyed the episode. And if you want to financially support the podcast, I will put the link to my Patreon in the comments. And as always, happy cleaning. Thank you for listening.